The show will begin in 5 minutes. The show will begin in 5 minutes.
The rainy dad is an asshole. Thinks the only pin in the map
Welcome to Night 2 of the 2024 Canadian Folk Music Awards, live from the Majestic Theatre in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Bienvenue au deuxième gala des prix de musique folk canadienne. Tonight we celebrate the accomplishments of our outstanding Canadian folk artists and feature live performances. Ce soir, nous célébrons les réalisations de nos formidables artistes folk canadiens et nous vous proposons des prestations de Al-Awa, Youngtree The Blooms, Kaye Jade, Aleksi Campagne, et Jill Barber. And once again, welcome your hosts for the 2024 Canadian Folk Music Awards. Veuillez accueillir les animateurs des prix de musique folk 2024, Tom Power and Emilia Bartellis.
Hello. We respectfully acknowledge the land on which we gather as the ancestral homelands of the Beothuk, whose culture has now been erased forever. We also now acknowledge the island of Ndamunguk as the unceded traditional territory of the Beothuk and Mi'kmaq. We acknowledge Labrador as the traditional ancestral homelands of the Innu of Nitassinan, the Inuit of Nunatsiavut, and the Inuit of Nunatukavut.
We also acknowledge and honor the original people of this land from coast to coast to coast, who have lived here for thousands of years, and like them, may we strive to be responsible stewards of the land, and in a spirit of truth and reconciliation, to respect culture, ceremonies, and traditions of all who call it home. Thank you to all First Nations, Inuit, Métis, for sharing the land and culture, as in person or online virtually, we celebrate the creativity and diversity of the Canadian folk music community.
How are you doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Everyone feeling good? All right. Welcome to night 2 of the Canadian Folk Music Awards. Pretty exciting. Let me ask a couple of questions right off the bat. Number 1, who was here last night? Okay, well, and let's just do it the other way. Who only came tonight? Whose first night is tonight? Thank you to both of you for coming out for the second night only. Anyone here visiting St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador? And anyone from St. John's? Anyone from St. John's? East End? West End? Count Heights? We got the Village Mall crowd sewn up. I know you might be thinking to yourself, Tom, 2 nights of a Canadian Folk Music Awards. What's going on with that? Right? I've been thinking a little bit about that myself. I'm not going to lie to you. Pondering, whittling, and I've been thinking about how. I asked around and I heard the answer. It was, there's so much incredible Canadian folk music to celebrate. One night could barely contain it, right? Yeah, that's right. There's so many incredible performers. We want to make sure people have an opportunity to perform not just one, but a couple of songs so they can show off their incredible art, right? 2 nights for that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw a couple of the organizers over the past few days. I don't think an extra night at the ship hurt. I don't think another night of fish and chips really hurt the decision to make this call. But either way, I'm really delighted to be here. Really delighted to be here with Emilia hosting the awards, and really delighted to be here at the reopened Majestic Theatre. So how about a round of applause for that? It's beautiful.
Bienvenue à la 2e soirée du plus grand événement dans le domaine de la folk musique canadienne. Cela montre simplement combien d'artistes qu'on a ici et combien de musique folk on a ici. C'est vraiment une musique mondiale. Et la programmation de ce soir, ainsi que hier, est tout aussi brillante.
Well said, Emilia.
I'm more succinct.
Yeah, you did a great job. You're much more succinct. I'm not much of a French speaker. I know a little bit, though, you know. Like, I did the Newfoundland K-6 French, you know. Just talked about it a little bit last night. I know fenêtre, you know, and
You got called out.
stylo. Tante. Anyway, I think what Amelia said there, the translation of what she said there, as far as I know, and again, no expert, but I think she said, Tom, what a nice jacket. You definitely didn't wear it last night. And you definitely have more than one jacket. Am I right about that, Amelia?
Précisément.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Well, let's get right into tonight's show. Are you feeling excited about it? Wonderful. Amelia and I now get to present the first Canadian Folk Music Award of the evening for Contemporary Album of the Year.
Voyons les nominés pour album contemporain de l'année.
In the category for Contemporary Album of the Year, dans la catégorie Album Contemporain de l'année, the nominees are Les nominés sont Colder Streams, The Sadies, Homemaker, Jill Barber, House of Dreams, The East Pointers, Kingmaker, Tammy Nielsen, Love Songs for the Long Game, NQ Arbuckle, Old News, Tara Spencer and Ben Kaplan, Stand in the Joy, William Prince, Tumbleweedy World, Lynn Miles.
And the recipient of the Canadian Folk Music Award for Contemporary Album of the Year is William Prince for Stand in the Joy. William couldn't make it, so he passed along a video. Let's check it out.
Canadian Folk Music Awards, thank you so much. Stand in the Joy. I'm so proud of this record. Thank you to my beautiful partner, Alicia Grace, for singing on it. My good friend, Mike T. Kerr, for coming down to Savannah and making it with the incredible Dave Cobb and Brandon Bell. Thank you so very much. Six Shooter Records, the Pecan Agency, Edwards Creative, and of course, the Peguis First Nation, whom without none of this would be possible. So I'm truly humbled and honored. Thank you so much, everybody.
Another round of applause for William Prince, our first award winner of the night. Pretty good. Pretty great.
Originaire d'Edmonton, Alberta, le prochain artiste est auteur, compositrice, interprète, actrice et artiste multidisciplinaire.
Blending lush imagery and hooky melodic lines to create her own brand of pop-forward indie folk music, this next artist brings an electricity to the stage, whether she's playing an intimate acoustic set or along a big old five-piece band.
En nomination dans 3 catégories au prix de musique folk canadienne, accueillons Kaye Jade.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kaye Jade. This is a song called Just Like You. Small, half smile, big, heavy sky. White street lights dance in your eyes. standing on the edge, but who will jump first? It's a shrouded abyss, and we're fearing the worst. I know you're scared, but baby, I'm scared too. I've been wounded before by one just like you. Rain drips down, draws rivers on glass. Inside your arms, I'll forgive my past. Say a word, but our eyes tell our secrets. We're losing control, and we're fighting to keep it. I know you're scared, but baby, I'm scared too. Just like you. If you let your guard down, I'll let mine down too. Been in love once before with one just like you. I've been wounded before by one just like you. I know you're scared, but baby, I'm scared too. I've been wounded before by one just like you. Thank you so much. What an honor it is to be here in St. John's, Newfoundland. We came all the way from Edmonton, and we luckily had some Edmonton lovers out there. Nice to hear. I love my city, and I love my band, and I couldn't do this without them, so I'm so grateful for them for coming with me. This experience has been awesome so far. We've been so friendly, but I think a lot about these relationships that I have, both here on stage and beyond. My relationships are what drive me as an artist, and Turpentine, my album, is all about these relationships. I truly think that we can learn so much from each other when we support each other and allow ourselves to be supported in return. So this song is one about springtime. It's about new growth, rebirth, renewal, and being with the ones that you love. So this is Turpentine. I've been hidden away for a while, Dirt and grime had tucked me in while the blues kissed me goodnight. But you pulled me from that attic corner, and you dusted me off. Thought maybe I could shine. Douse me in turpentine, strip it all away. I'll set aside this sadness, darling, for another day. Maybe there will come a time when I will find I'll breathe easier. You took my hands and pulled me close. You held me near your heart while we tidied up our home. And you pulled me from my creeping slumber, and you dusted me off. You thought that I would shine. Douse me in turpentine, strip it all away. I'll set aside this sadness, darling, for another day. Maybe there will come a time when I will find I breathe easier. Strip it all away. Strip it all away. Strip it all away. Strip it all away. Douse me in turpentine. Douse me in turpentine. Douse me in turpentine. Strip it all away. I'll set aside this sadness, darling, for another day. I know there will come a time when I will find I breathe easier. Thank you. All right, I want to give a huge thank you to the CFMAs for having us. This has been an incredible experience. I can't illustrate that enough. Thank you to our sound techs for making everybody sound so incredible this whole weekend. Thank you to all the volunteers, because this event would not be put on without people like you. So thank you so much. All right, put your hands together, because this one's called Painless. Hey! If I said I didn't know, since we went through this before. Stay away from those feelings to rest, but I see that it's starting again. I was wrong when I thought that you knew best, 'cause look at this big mess. You said it'd be painless. I'm digging, trying next time.
OK. Notre prochain prix de musique folk canadienne est celui de l'auteur-compositeur français de l'année. Woo! Yes! Pour remettre le prix, nous sommes heureux d'accueillir la coordinatrice du réseau culturel francophone de Terre-Neuve et Labrador. Veuillez accueillir Agnès Mamé.
Bonsoir, je m'appelle Agnès et je suis la coordonnatrice du réseau culturel francophone de Terre-Neuve et Labrador. Hi, my name is Agnes and I'm the coordinator of the NL Francophone and Cultural Network. I'm very pleased to be here and presenting the award that celebrates the great French songwriters of our country. I'm also delighted to say our French music scene right here in Newfoundland and Labrador is flourishing. From veteran performers like Colin Power to great emerging artists such as Paul Poutine or Lise Fagan, the future looks very bright. Regardons ensemble les nommés dans la catégorie auteur-compositeur francophone de l'année. Let's see the nominees for French Songwriter of the Year.
Dans la catégorie auteur-compositeur francophone de l'année, in the category for French Songwriter of the Year, commandité par, sponsored by, ANIM, Alliance nationale de l'industrie musicale. The nominees are, les nominés sont, Aleksi Campagne, Michel Campagne, for The Giving, Sans rien donner, par Aleksi Campagne, Catherine Audrey Lachapelle, Léandre Joly-Pelletier, Là-bas, Véranda, Catherine Durand, La Maison Orpheline, Éric Dion, André Laverne, La Nouvelle Saison, Dans le Shed, Marie-Ève Laure, Revient.
La route split en quatre, pas d'annonce, pas de pancarte, y a rien non plus sur la carte que j'ai serré dans mon sac.
And this year's recipient for French Songwriter of the Year is le prix de la catégorie auteur-compositeur francophone de l'année revient à I can't open it. Aleksi Campagne et Michel Campagne.
Wow. Merci. Quel honneur. Je vous avoue que j'avais préparé quelque chose parce que j'avais pas envie de le pratiquer. J'avais pas l'impression que ça allait arriver. Merci beaucoup. Vraiment, merci Prix de musique folk canadienne pour tout ce que vous avez fait, pour cet honneur. I can't believe it. Je partage ça avec ma tante Michel Campagne parce que avec elle, j'ai pu coécrire ces chansons ici. Et puis, elle est vraiment une experte. J'aurais pas pu faire ça sans elle. Alors, merci Michel Campagne. Je veux dédier le prix à tous ceux qui parlent plus d'une langue. I want to dedicate this prize to everyone who speaks more than one language. That's why I do it. It's for you. Merci, ma femme, Anna Orton-Hatsis. I couldn't have done it without you. Your love and support really helps me every day. My parents, Paul Campagne, Connie Calder, my whole family, my band, Zach Bachand, Stéphane Crims, Aaron Dolmond, my producer, Will Owen Bennett, my agent, Lara Supan, my late mentor, Didier Lockwood, Really just, yeah. And thank you to the folk community for raising me, and quite literally. So, merci. Merci.
One more time, give it up. Isn't that great? Beautiful, beautiful. We're off to a good start, St. John's. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. This next award is for the next generation of folk performers from across Canada. As the traditions and legacy and power of this music continue on, as this music stays strong, you get the feeling that the folks you're going to hear in this next category are going to be the future headliners of folk festivals all around Canada.
Pour remettre le prix du jeune interprète de l'année, j'ai le grand plaisir de vous présenter la directrice générale de Newfoundland Labrador Folk Arts Society, Julie Vogt.
Well, good evening, everyone. I am so honored to present this award that recognizes a solo artist, a group, or a duo, 19 years of age or younger, at the time of the recording of their piece. In the case of group submissions, the recording must clearly spotlight the young performer. You know, the Newfoundland and Labrador Folk Arts Society has such a robust program for young folks, and I want to urge each of you sitting here tonight, if you have a folk club or a folk association or a folk group, whatever you have, to get a young folk program going, because it really does matter. And yes, it does. It really does. And if you want to know how much it matters, just ask the two hosts. Both Tom Power and Amelia Bartelis have appeared on our Neil Murray stage, which is our youth stage at our folk festival every year. So I asked Tom, and you know, Amelia, by the way, mentors for us, which is fabulous. And I asked Tom backstage, I said, now what year was that you were on the Neil Murray stage? And he went, oh, 2019. Now, we all know Tom Power's full of blarney. So I asked my bestie, Amelia Bartelis, and she told me the real truth. It was 2017. I knew it. I knew it. So without further ado, let us check out this year's fine grouping of young performer nominees.
In the category for Young Performer of the Year, dans la catégorie Jeune Artiste de l'année, sponsored by, commandité par, Linus Entertainment to commemorate the legacy of Gordon Lightfoot. The nominees are Les Nominés sont Abigail, Different Roads, Fidelium, Lit Up, Mélodie Charlotte et Rosalie Leblanc, Perdrais-je mon temps, Would I Be Losing My Time, La Famille Leblanc, Mia Kelly, Garden Through the War, Paige Penny, Game Changer, The Trilogy, Irish Millie.
All right, the exciting time is here. Let us find out that the recipient of the Young Performer of the Year for 2024 is Mia Kelly, Garden Through the War. So I was just told that Mia could not be with us tonight, unfortunately, but she did send a video, and I bet you in that video she can see the award if I hold it up.
Young Performer of the Year. Are you kidding?
I'm not.
Thank you so much. This means
so
the
welcome.
whole wide world to me. Garden Through the War has brought me to so many incredible places, and I can't wait to see where it takes me next. Thank you for listening to the album. Thank you to everyone who helped me make it happen. Thanks to all the people who have come to live shows and for supporting live music. I'm thrilled. I hope you guys have an amazing Canadian Folk Music Awards.
Thank you, Mia, and we are having an amazing Canadian Folk Music Awards. Thank you, everyone.
I mean, it was 2019. I was a late bloomer.
We look good.
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 Just in general, I mean.
For our age.
For our age, yeah. I'm 14.
Depuis l'âge de... This is actually...
We're doing great.
Depuis l'âge de 14 ans, alors qu'elle écrivait ses premières chansons dans sa chambre, cette artiste a consacré sa vie à la musique. Depuis, elle a fait des spectacles au Japon, au Moyen-Orient, en Europe et dans toute l'Amérique du Nord, en chantant en français et en anglais.
I got to spend a little bit of time with this next artist when she came on the show, when she wrote her latest album, and she told me the story about how she was spending some time, like a lot of us were, looking after kids, looking after youngsters during the pandemic. And when the schools finally opened up after the pandemic, she came back home after dropping her kids off. She looked around her house and she said, "What now?" And what came out is this incredibly powerful record about love, about family, about purpose, and about justice for those we don't often see. This is her first time playing in St. John's, check this out, in 18 years. So none of the nominees you just saw were even born the last time she played here. Would you please give a round of applause and welcome back Jill Barber.
Pawn shop in my neighborhood, tarnished dreams out on display. Folks go in and out each day, treasures held in a paper bag. They've got old guitars and a dusty slide, wedding bands cast aside, all the sins that you cannot hide, and I'm afraid to go inside. I've been singing my songs from town to town, in a party dress and a rusty crown. One of these days I'll quit the road and trade these old songs in, like instant cash for gold. Devil with a gap-toothed grin can sense the trouble that I'm in. He preys on souls to trade them in. Sign says, please come back again. I've been singing my songs from town to town, in dusty boots and a beaded gown, trying to work for a living wage as I scribble my feelings on a page. The pennies from heaven don't pay the bills, working for nothing except the frills. One of these days I'll quit the road and trade these old songs in, like instant cash for gold. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. I've been singing my songs from town to town, in a party dress and a rusty crown, cashing in on some broken hearts, scraping by selling them off for parts. Will the caged bird always sing? Does the shine wear off of everything? One of these days I'll quit the road and trade these old songs in, like instant cash for gold, like instant cash for gold, like instant cash for gold. Oh, thank you very much to the Canadian Folk Music Awards. It's nice to be invited to the party, especially when it's in St. John's. And especially because it's in Atlantic Canada, where I got my start in music. And in the early part of my career, I wrote a lot of romantic love songs. A lot. And then I got married. And now I write domestic love songs. Okay, but we still try to keep it spicy. Okay, so this has a kind of a sexy title. Okay, you ready for it? This is called Joint Account. What do we mean when we say I do? Who really knows what they're signing on to? Or maybe it's faith in something bigger than you. What does it mean for love to be true? Pinning your heart on to somebody new. You cash all your wishes and hope they come through. We opened a joint account with all the pennies we saved. Still we've seen our rainy days, marched on in our own parade, and danced along as the band played our favorite song. We're waking up tired and working all day, wishing that we had some more time to play. As we sleep each night in the bed that we made, we opened a joint account with all the love that we made. The bills will always get paid. Best plans are always best laid. As we hang in the balance of put in the same amount, but the balance goes up and down. Over the years we have found everything comes back around. We may not know where we're bound, but we'll get there someday. If fire or flood were to take it all back, and all our belongings are gone in a flash, what then? With our pockets emptied and starting from scratch, I want you to know I'd do it all over again. And again we opened a joint account. We opened a joint account. Thank you very much. I made this album called Homemaker because as a mother of two young kids, I wanted to shine a light on the least glamorous, most undervalued, unpaid work there is. I'm, of course, speaking of being a folk musician. Somebody had to say something. Here's the title track from that album. It's called Homemaker. The dishes won't do themselves, dust upon the shelves, and time's impossible to find. Is anybody gonna help tidy up these toys or the clutter in my mind? If all you wanna do is run, I won't tell anyone your secret fantasy. All you wanna do is cry, I won't even ask why. I'll just hold the box of tissues for you. Homemaker, it's okay if today the only thing you make is you make it through the day. A couple of kids to raise, never get any praise, just a sideways glance. Might have screwed it up today. I didn't mean for it to go that way. Another day's another chance. If all you wanna do is hide and lock yourself inside the bathroom, I will guard you. Protect and misdirect the ones out searching for you, just until you catch your breath. Homemaker, it's okay if today the only thing you make is you make it through the day. Butterfly kisses and eyelash wishes, I know they say it goes so fast. Well, they say enjoy it while it lasts, but homemaker, it's okay if today the only thing you make, if today the only thing you make is you make it through the day. Dishes won't do themselves, dust upon the shelves, and time's impossible to find. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for the amazing Jill Barber. Holy moly. don't know where Amelia is. She's supposed to do half of this introduction. The important half of this introduction. I'm only supposed to do our next performer and presenter is, and she's supposed to tell you who it is, which is pretty exciting. No, it's in front. I got it. All is well, crisis averted, your taxpayer dollars hard at work. Our next presenter is a Hey, Amelia.
Hey.
They almost defunded the CBC while you were back there, so. If someone was talking to you back there, I'd like to know who they were, because I'd like to check their...
Tony.
Okay, good.
He's running the show.
He's running the show. We'll look after it. He's always been a defunder. Our next presenter is a multi-award-winning journalist, broadcaster, and writer who's been on Canada's media scene for nearly 2 decades.
Elle est également membre du conseil d'administration des prix de musique folk canadienne et elle est ici ce soir pour présenter l'auteur-compositeur autochtone de l'année. Bienvenue à Shanine Robinson Desjardins.
Thank you. Danse Kugani Buddhisnaga son Mahikanto Dam Sim Gigat Sigramanach Gankalbawalsas. My name is Shanine Robinson Desjardins. Thank you so much to the ancestors and the relatives of this territory for allowing us to be here tonight. I'm grateful and thankful to be a part of the CFMA board of directors. And I just want to say a special thank you to our board for trying very hard to create space for First Nation, Métis, and Inuit people, and in a good way and respectful way. Sometimes we feel like we have a long way to go, but I know in this industry we are trying to make movements in that, and I hope that one day our people will be completely equal in a good way in this music industry and all the other industries across this country. So. I am official anti-age now, so I do need my spectacles. I just want to give honor to the young folks, all the young up-and-coming Indigenous artists. I'm so proud of you, all of you. And of course, the elders that laid the groundwork for you. Okay, we are extremely fortunate, of course, to have so many gifted Indigenous songwriters here in so-called Canada, and tonight's nominees exemplify some amazing talent, sharing their stories as they reflect on their journey, their history, and the world around them. They not only capture complex emotions through song, but they also capture our hearts. Let's see this year's nominees for Indigenous Songwriter of the Year.
In the category for Indigenous Songwriter of the Year, dans la catégorie Auteur-Compositeur de l'année, the nominees are, les nominés sont Cynthia Hamar, Joint and Marrow, Kaye Jade Weeb, Turpentine by Kaye Jade, Geneviève Toupin, Maison Vent par Willows, Kyle McKerney, A Traveler's Lament, Quatu, Midnight Sun.
Tant d'efforts pour si peu de sous, petite récolte et la poussière partout.
And this year's recipient for Indigenous Songwriter of the Year is Kaye Jade, Treaty 6 Territory. Astamote Kirapi there, my girl. We were way up in the balcony. We were sitting way in the back, but how about our performance earlier too? So awesome. Ripping the Treaty 6 territory. Congratulations, there you go.
Thank you so, thanks for me. Wow, I picked these shoes before I knew I'd be sitting in the balcony, so I didn't really prepare anything, but I'm gonna speak from my heart. Yeah, I want to definitely acknowledge all of the amazing Indigenous folks who've come before me and who've laid such incredible groundwork, who've kicked down so many doors for me to be able to stand here and accept this award today. So first, I pay my respects to all of them and say a huge thank you. And next, I share this with my family so much. They're in everything that I do. I know that they're tuning in from all over the world right now. Some of my family's in Mexico, so I know that they're watching on their little projector, and my grandparents watching at home. Thank you to my partner, Gabriel. He played guitar. You just saw him there as well. So many of these songs on Turpentine were inspired by him and our love and our partnership. And also thanks to my exes. I guess I gotta acknowledge that too. So, but yeah, this for me, this album is so much about relationships. I said that earlier, but I'll say it again. So thank you to the CFMAs. Thank you, everyone. Yay! Have a good night.
Truly, I never thought about it that way before. Truly the unsung heroes of the songwriting industry. Exes. Where would we be without exes? We just have O's. Oh. All right. Everybody relax. You're in St. John's. Everyone take it easy. Our next presenter... This is not going well at all. They're going to defund. Our next presenter is a Juno East Coast Music Award and Music NL Award winner.
C'est aussi un musicien talentueux et un éducateur doué.
As the local chair for this year's Canadian Folk Music Awards, my feeling is he's looking forward to a long nap. Give it up for Wade Pinhorn.
I'm here to present the award for English Songwriter of the Year. Songwriting is a unique talent. The ability to phrase words and set them to music is a gift to be both nurtured and cherished. The result is always a little piece of the songwriter's soul gets shared with us. Canada has a history of producing world-class songwriters. I've had the pleasure of working with some of them myself, like Pamela Morgan, Ron Hines, others. And this year's list of nominees are all masters of their craft. So let's see the nominees for English Songwriter of the Year.
In the category for English Songwriter of the Year, dans la catégorie auteur-compositeur anglophone de l'année, the nominees are, les nominés sont Jacob Brodowski, I Love You and I'm Sorry, Luke Doucette, Melissa McClelland, I'm Not Crying, You're Crying, White Horse, Tim Chasen, Cody Chasen, Jake Sharon, Colin McDonald, and Carlton Stone, House of Dreams, The East Pointers, Dave Gunning, The Same Storm, Noah Dirksen, Sanctity of Silence, Noah Zacharin, Points of Light.
It's a fickle kind of getting by, me and my mental health. We don't have trust.
And the recipient of the 2024 English Songwriter of the Year is Jacob Brodowski. I Love You and I'm Sorry. We understand that Jacob is not here, but he does have a video for us.
Okay, this is take 10 of acceptance video that no one is going to see because there's no way I'm going to win. But if you're seeing this, that's crazy. Thank you so much to the Canadian Folk Music Awards. Thank you to all the folks that helped me make this record. I cried when I got nominated because I've never really been recognized for anything musically before, and especially for an independent artist like me, it means the goddamn world to be recognized like this. So thank you so much. Congrats to the other nominees, and have a great night. Just wish I could be there.
So this next performer got one of the highest compliments I have ever heard anyone get, which is this. I got a text this morning from my brother-in-law. I was talking to him, and he said, one of the performers that's playing tonight, he told me the name of the performer, did kind of the impossible, which is at 1:30 in the morning at the Ship Pub, packed full of musicians who had been drinking for about 3 hours. Maybe the loudest bar in Canada is 1:30 on a Saturday night at the Ship Pub. In about 10 or 20 seconds, he had that room of people who'd heard it all before quiet, paying attention to every note on stage. So it's no surprise that Penguin Eggs and Roots Music Canada named this next artist the new discovery of the year, because I have a feeling we're all about to discover something ourselves if we haven't already.
Son premier album, For the Giving, Sans rien donner, en nomination dans la catégorie Auteur-compositeur de l'année, est entièrement bilingue, avec 10 chansons en français et les mêmes 10 chansons en anglais, unies dans un seul album. Venant de Montréal, les prix de musique folk canadienne sont fiers de vous présenter Aleksi Campagne.
Merci. Le ciel retient son souffle et on repousse la pluie. Feu brillant, scintillant, tout en blanc, champagne et chablis. On parle de Pépé et de son chapeau, les assiettes que Papou cassait en morceaux. Allons danser nous deux, allons chanter, c'est notre show. Et là, tu tomberas dans mes bras et je vois que ce sera toujours comme ça. Alors prends ma main, ma belle ballerine, allume les chandelles, j'apporte le gin. La voiture soupire quand on remplit la remorque. Deux visas, toi et moi et le chat. New York, New York. Au sommet du monde, ensemble tous les deux. On n'a aucun doute qu'on peut jouer leur jeu. Debout sur les épaules des géants, on vit ce baptême du feu. And now I get to hold you tight, and somehow I know this will always be right. So take my hand, I'll give you a spin. If you get the sparklers, I'll get the gin. Ooh. And how could we have known the world would be turned to stone? Comment savoir que la terre entière un jour sera figée dans la pierre? Les applaudissements cessent, je quitte la scène ce soir, lourds emplis dans la neige chaque nuit pour un salaire dérisoire. Retrouve-moi dehors sur Saint-Denis, embrasse-moi comme tu l'as fait sur Small Street, je soufflerai dans ton oreille how you send me. Et là, tu tomberas dans mes bras et je vois que ce sera toujours comme ça. Alors prends ma main, ma belle ballerine, allume les chandelles. Oh, et là, tu tomberas dans le gin. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Wow. C'est vraiment spécial d'être ici ce soir. Just a quick show of hands. Who here speaks French? OK. Qui ici parle anglais? OK. OK, good. Écoute, we're in good company. On est en bonne compagnie. I grew up in a bilingual house. As they mentioned, my father sang in French and my mother sang in English, and it was always a big part of my upbringing. And so when it finally came time for me to write my own songs, I had a hard time choosing between languages. And someone who speaks more than one language might understand that, feel the same. And so what I did was I have the 10 songs in English and then the same 10 songs in French for my first album. And that feels very special because I get to go all across this country and North America and anywhere, and I get to share my culture. And I think a lot of people always talk about what's lost in translation, but I hope to show what can be gained in translation. Thanks. So I'm going to do my two next songs really kind of a mix of English and French because that's who I am. And if you only speak one of the language, that's okay. I welcome you all the same. You can listen to the music online and listen to the English version if you really want to know what that verse is talking about. This song I wrote for my aunt who passed away of cancer. Ton amour, c'est un vent de prairie qui me caresse doucement. Un jour t'es parti, suivre ton étoile. Je n'ai pu t'empêcher de mettre les voiles. Je n'ai pu t'empêcher de mettre les voiles. Your love is a prairie sky. The colors all change in the setting sun. It's a wide open space I used to adore, but you can't feel the same about me anymore. And I can't stop seeing you walk out that door. No, you can't feel the same. Sometimes that's just the way. Life can be cloudy
and gray. On ne peut pas changer le ciel, on ne peut pas changer le vent, ni le passage du temps. On ne peut pas changer le ciel, on ne peut pas changer le vent. Ton amour, c'est un orage de prairie qui me déchire jusqu'au creux des eaux. J'enferme mon cœur dans un château de pierre, les murs tapissés de souvenirs d'hier. Laisse-moi m'empêtrer dans ma misère. I'll cover my heart in a stone castle keep. Maybe tonight I'll be able to sleep. And we can't change the wind, no, we can't change the sky, but we all try. And we can't change the wind, no, we can't change the sky, but we all try. Is a prairie wind. It greets me in the morning sun, and one day you're there, the next you are gone, and I wish I could keep you from moving on. I wish I could keep you from moving on.
Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. It's an honor to be here. Thank you to my guitarist, Zach Bachan.
I see the fires, I see them burning up the hills, and I see the oceans. Another month, another spill, and I see the air getting worse and worse, but still the wheels keep turning. I see the children anger marching in the streets, and I see the forests being printed as receipts, and I see the rich with politicians in their sheets, and the wheels keep turning. It didn't have to be this way, with the rising shores and the blackened skies. It didn't have to be this way, but you stepped on the gas and you closed your eyes. I won't keep your big wheels turning. This world may not be Rome, but it sure is burning. See the people, see them look you in the eyes. They're your children, and they're going to ask you why. You saw the signs, but you didn't even try to stop the wheels from turning. It didn't have to be this way, with the rising shores and the blackened skies. It didn't have to be this way, but you stepped on the gas and you closed your eyes. I won't stand by and keep your big wheels turning. This world may not be Rome. Pourquoi le monde s'est rendu là, avec les eaux qui montent et les ciels brumeux? On aurait pu éviter tout ça. Vous avez fait le plein et fermé les yeux. Fini l'époque où l'on avale la pilule. La terre n'est peut-être pas Rome, mais c'est sûr qu'elle brûle.
How about that? I can't even ride a bike and chew gum at the same time. All right, we're going to have an intermission. We'll be right back in 15 minutes.
Took a while, now it's right on time.
The show will resume in 5 minutes. The show will resume in 5 minutes.
It's been a lovely opportunity to spend a little bit of time over the past couple of days getting ready to do this gig with my old buddy Amelia, who's been my co-host tonight. Amelia and I, for people who don't know, so we play in a band together called the Dardanelles. But before that, we started playing music together when we were, I think, 14 and 15 years old in St. John's. So just like 4 or 5 years ago. And I thought we'd be remiss if, as amazing as it is to have her co-hosting and doing the translations and speaking so beautifully tonight, I thought we'd be remiss, as we did last night, if we didn't get a chance to hear her play the fiddle a little bit. So what do you think about that? Please welcome Amelia Bartels. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Come on, one more time, come on. Amelia Bartelis. I'm ready to read the card now, all right. Please welcome the Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure and member of the House of Assembly for St. John's East, Kitty Vitty. Please welcome the Honorable John G. Abbott.
Good evening, everyone, and what a great evening. And thank you, Tom and Amelia, for that excellent music. And now Amelia just stepped off, but the jacket I'm wearing tonight is compliments of Amelia's father. He said, John, as a minister of the Crown, when you're out in public, you have to make sure you present yourself well. And by the way, I have an extra jacket in my closet that I'm willing to give to you. So here it is. So Amelia, if she wants it back, let me know. And secondly, Jill Barber and her song, To Account. When I sit down with my wife at the end of the month, I will have that song in the back of my head for sure. And hopefully it won't be a dueling account discussion. Folks, on behalf of the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador, Premier Fury and Minister of Tourism, Culture, Arts and Recreation, Steve Crocker, it's certainly my pleasure and our pleasure to be here tonight and to thank the Canadian Folk Music Awards for actually coming here to St. John's to do this event, because it's something that I'm particularly proud of and happy to be part of. And as a government, we're certainly happy to sponsor and support these awards. So thank you very much, folks. So now on to my official duty here tonight. It is now my pleasure to present the Canadian Folk Music Award for Instrumental Solo Artist of the Year. The talented nominees in this category have all successfully met the daunting challenge of using their technical skill, sensitivity, and creativity to entertain with only their musical instruments. Please, let's roll the nominees.
In the category for Instrumental Solo Artist of the Year, dans la catégorie Instrumentiste Solo de l'année, the nominees are, les nominés sont Aaron Collis, Before Daylight in the Morning, Don Ross, Water, Joy Lapps, Girl in the Yard, Paul Pike, Echoes of Our Ancestors, Steve Dawson, Phantom Threshold, by Steve Dawson and the Telescope 3, Troy McLagan, Wood, Steel, and Bones.
And this year's recipient of Instrumental Solo Artist of the Year is Aaron Collis, Before Daylight in the Morning. Congratulations. There you are, sir. All right, let me get out of your way.
Wow, what an honor this is, folks. And I guess what an honor it was just to be nominated alongside such great players of their instruments in this category. It was a bit of an eclectic category, but it's such great music in general. I never had anything ready for this, obviously. But I'd like to thank the CFMAs for putting together such a great week of music. It's been great to see downtown St. John's just be overrun with folkies. It's a good laugh. And I'd like to thank Music NL for funding my project. I'd like to thank Jim Payne at Sing Song, Billy Sutton, who produces my record. I have numerous people to thank from whom I learned the music, too numerous to name. So I guess this is also for them. So thanks, folks. Appreciate it.
Come on, come on. Aaron Collis, everybody. Oh, they'll be partying in Appleton tonight, I tell you that much. It'll be wild in Appleton and Glenwood too. Oh man, that was exciting. All right. Our next presenter is the artistic director of the Calgary Folk Club, has sat on the board of the Canadian Folk Music Awards, has even produced the show twice in the past.
Pour présenter l'artiste solo de l'année, veuillez accueillir Suze Casey.
There's been a lot said about who we can thank. And I would just like to take a moment to thank those people across the country who have provided kindness to our artists. Kindness in the forms of the presenters, in forms of the record labels, in the agents, the managers, all of those people who reach out and make it possible for all of you to do what you do so well to entertain all of us. I also want to give a bit of a shout out to Grit and Judith, who laid the foundation for this amazing community that I'm so proud to be part of. I will always remember the day when Grit came up to me all excited and he said, "We're going to do a folk awards show, and we're wondering if you would sponsor it." And I just said, yes. And then we talked details. But I am once again honored to present the award for Solo Artist of the Year. I'm so proud to say that the Calgary Folk Club was in at the very beginning, and even in times when it's been tough, I've arm wrestled to make sure that we could continue to support this, because it's important that we honor not only the nominees and the recipients, but also this incredible industry that we have. This award recognizes solo artists. They can be instrumental, vocal, traditional, contemporary, roots, global, it doesn't matter. They just have to do it on their own, but we all know it takes a village. They're not really on their own, but let's take a look at the solo nominees.
In the category for Solo Artist of the Year, dans la catégorie Artiste Solo de l'année, sponsored by, commandité par the Calgary Folk Club. The nominees are Les Nominés sont Barbara Laika, Imposter Syndrome, Dave Gunning, The Same Storm, Julian Taylor, Beyond the Reservoir, Julie Title, After the Sun, William Prince, Stand in the Joy.
I don't know how they found me. It's no use to call the Mounties. 4:30 in the morning.
And the recipient of this year's Solo Artist of the Year, which also comes with an invitation to the Calgary Folk Club, is William Prince, Stand in the Joy. Now, he didn't just fly in between the last two awards he won and this one. So let's have a little word from three-time recipient, William Prince.
Hey everyone, thank you, Canadian Folk Music Awards, for making me your Solo Artist of the Year. Truly, truly honored by this. Thank you for continuing to see me and the work that we're doing, the work of so many others. Six Shooter Records, the Pecan Agency, Edwards Creative Law, my beautiful partner Alicia Grace, and everybody, the whole village, Peguis First Nation, that lifts me so high. Thank you very much.
I don't know if you guys caught it, but there was someone, did you see someone walking by the window while he was giving the speech just then? Someone just walking by the window and not having an idea that William Prince was in the living room winning 48 Canadian Folk Music Awards. You never know what's going on behind the scenes, do you, you know? What's that guy doing talking to his computer? Oh, he's been in 133 Canadian Folk Music Awards.
Where do you think he was going?
Out for a walk, I had no idea. I have to give him another Canadian Folk Music Award, I'd say.
Okay. Notre prochain groupe propose des compositions originales et des pièces tirées du répertoire arabe traditionnel. les chants d'amour soufis du monde arabe et chansons traditionnelles populaires d'Égypte, autant que des chansons classiques égyptiennes.
So the band's name is Arabic for the coffee house. It was inspired by the coffee house culture in the Middle East, where people often go to hear the latest news and music and poetry and stories. Yeah, give it up. Come on, let's do it. Their repertoire began with traditional songs from Syria and Egypt and Iraq, and in 2018, the group started adding original repertoire by members of the band. I'm very excited to hear them. Please welcome Canadian Folk Music 2024 nominees, Al-Awa.
How's everybody doing?
Indigenous, beige skin, brown skin, black skin, all across the ocean.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was the title track of our CD, When Allah. It means, where is God? This CD is different than our other CDs because a lot of us did more collaborating together, and this next song is a gorgeous song that Dimitri wrote, he composed, and I put some Arabic lyrics to it. And the meaning is, basically, all of us human beings, we are filled with light. Share your beauty from your soul and from your heart to the world. So, Sharikul Gamal.
so much. Thank you so much. We are so very happy to be here. It was not an easy journey. I left Toronto on Wednesday and got here on Friday. Go figure. I wasn't driving. It was Air Canada. Anyway. So I'm just going to introduce the band because we have one more song and then we're out of here. So we have the beautiful Naghma Farahman on percussion. Originally from Iran. We have the other, also beautiful, Walid Abdul Hamid on bass and vocals. Originally from Sudan. We have beautiful Dimitri Patsalakis. He won yesterday with his group Pune, pushing the boundaries. He beat us, but I don't mind because I love him. So yay to Dimitri. Originally from Greece on Oud. And we have to my right, this is my husband, Ernie Toller, born and raised in Toronto. But he likes that Eastern sound. And this is Dimitri's wife, Lauren. She's also born and raised in Canada on saxophone. My name's Miriam Toller. I was born in Egypt. I came when I was 1. I immigrated to Halifax, so I'm an East Coaster as far as I'm concerned. And together we are Al-Qahwa. We're going to end with a very beautiful song that Walid wrote called Bora. It's in a Nubian language. It means humanity.
Just throw it on the CD. Anytime. You ready? Good.
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah. Sorry.
Lara dina kontumping.
Aywa.
Lara dina mokansi tungu. Tina kotuna kita tutunga tenina. Lara kina do. Lara kina mokiza nutika na boka zanina kodi mungu. Araka zungumunge, anaki zungumunge, lagarina kutumunge, jadi kutumunge.
واحد.
Tunamini
so much. We are Al-Qahwa.
Notre prochain prix est celui de l'Ensemble de l'année. Pour le présenter, nous sommes heureux d'accueillir membres du conseil d'administration du Festival de musique folk d'Edmonton. Bienvenue à Jill Day.
Hello, everyone. When it was announced that the Canadian Folk Music Awards were going to take place in St. John's in 2024, I immediately started making plans to be here. The city of St. John's, the people, the vistas, and it all has exceeded my great expectations. In Alberta, I'm accustomed to a friendly and caring folk community. It has been a pleasure to feel the same supportive people here with all of you, the Canadian folk community, and I'm grateful. I'm pleased to be presenting the Canadian Folk Music Award for Ensemble of the Year. An ensemble is always a collective effort. When the right mix of artistic vision, personality, and talent come together, the result can be magical. Tonight's nominees all share the collective spirit, and they have all worked hard together to produce some great recordings. Let's check out the nominees for Ensemble of the Year.
In the category for Ensemble of the Year, dans la catégorie Groupe de l'année. Sponsored by, commandité par, Edmonton Folk Music Festival. The nominees are Les Nominés sont The Bombadils, Dear Friend, The East Pointers, House of Dreams, Gentil Corum, Au Cœur de l'Aube, Jackson Hollow, Roses, White Horse, I'm Not Crying, You're Crying.
Embarque dans mon bateau, je m'en vais te faire passer l'eau. Dans mon bateau, il y a de jolies chaises.
And the recipient of the award of Ensemble of the Year is Gentil Corum. Anyone here? I'll be happy to accept this and make sure that they get their well-deserved reward. Thank you.
To present Producer of the Year, I'm backstage right now. To present Producer of the Year, from the Canadian Folk Music Board of Directors, Scott Merrifield.
Good evening, everybody. This award recognizes excellence in the art and craft of those who produce recordings. Their work can involve a wide range of creative, technical, and logistical leadership roles. A producer can also be a cheerleader, coach, psychologist, referee, traffic cop, banker, babysitter, whatever it takes to highlight the creative essence and bring out the very best of the artists whose records they produce. Let's see who this year's nominees for Producer of the Year are.
In the category for Producer of the Year, dans la catégorie Réalisateur de l'année, the nominees are Les nominés sont Drew Jureka, Dan Rosenberg, Silent Tears, The Last Yiddish Tango by Peadora Tango Ensemble, Jeremy Ledbetter, Sarah Libre by Eliana Cuevas and the Angel Falls Orchestra, Jill Barber, Eric P.H. Nielsen. Homemaker by Jill Barber. Caitlin Milroy, Alex Miller, Charles Fairfield, Olivier Fairfield. Salt, par Moonfruits. Steve Dawson, Eyes Closed. Dreaming by Steve Dawson.
And this year's producer of the year is, oh my God, it's a tie. This doesn't happen very often, and it's not because we couldn't make up our minds. There are jurors, there are accountants who tally everything up, so it is a honest-to-goodness tie. We have tied Drew Jurica and Dan Rosenberg, Silent Tears That Last Yiddish Tango, the Payadora Tango Ensemble. And tied with them, Jill Barber and Eric P.H. Nielsen, Homemaker by Jill Barber. Yeah, I think so. She's on her way. I saw her out there. There she comes.
Thank you. I came for the rock, and I'm leaving with an iceberg. Well, this couldn't be more fitting because Drew Jurica, who sadly couldn't be here tonight, he's at home busy producing my next album. Comes out June 14th. But in all seriousness, Drew texted me earlier. He said, "Are you at the thing?" I was like, "I'm at the thing." And I said, "If you win, I'll collect your award for you, and then I'll keep it." Anyway, thank you very much to my co-producer, Eric Nielsen, to my home label of many years, Outside Music, to my longtime manager, business partner, who's here tonight, Evan Newman. My mom and dad, the original homemakers, and big thanks to my family at home, my husband, Grant Lawrence, who's my biggest champion, and our children, Joshua and Grace. Thanks very much, everybody.
Oh, she left Drew Jurica's up here. Hello. Hello. Do you want Drew's too, Jill?
Yeah.
Come on. Otherwise, William Prince is going to take it. All right, so. All right. Everyone relax. We're going to honor some. Please don't tell him I said that. So, we're going to honor someone now who puts, who's in many ways responsible for the Canadian Folk Music Awards, especially this weekend in St. John's. This next person you're going to hear from is a man who puts 150% of effort, enthusiasm into everything that he does, running a stage, recording an award-winning album, running his live streaming business, playing sessions, doing his job as president of the Canadian Folk Music Awards. I've known this guy for a couple of decades now in the Canadian folk music scene, as there's only like 8 of us, and he's always done everything with a smile on his face.
Il est un homme qui met 150% d'effort et d'enthousiasme dans tout ce qu'il fait. Qui se produit sur scène, qu'il enregistre un album, qu'il dirige son propre entreprise de diffusion en direct ou qu'il se remplit ses fonctions de président des prix de musique folk canadienne.
To present the final award of the 2024 Canadian Folk Music Awards, in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Please give a round of applause to the president, Graham Lindsay. I almost said El Presidente.
Thanks so much, folks. Isn't it great to be here? So, how many people here have been in the Majestic Theatre before? Well, okay, before yesterday. Before Thursday, then. Not a whole lot. And it's a wonderful space. I just want to say thank you very much to the team here. You're wonderful to deal with, to work with, and we love being here. Thank you so much. And I personally can't wait to come back. Now, the Canadian Folk Music Awards and we as people are wherever we are because of so many other people. Suze mentioned earlier the names Grit and Judith. Those are two of the founding members of the Canadian Folk Music Awards, and I'm not going to name all the past board members or all the founders even, but we owe a lot to a lot of people, and everybody here has been saying, the thanks. The really critical thing for me and for us is that we've had a lot of great, strong people who've brought us to where we are. And I think this is a pretty fun time. Thank you very much, yes, to the board, the people who followed. Yeah. So I'm in a really wonderful place with a lot of wonderful people to call my board members, my fellow board members. We also wanted to acknowledge a number of people. The artists, like I said last night, the artists who come here and love us and support us. I said last night, we'll always treat you first, or put you first, and that's really our mission and our mandate. So we will always do that, and without you, we wouldn't exist. So thank you to the artists, and then the jurors as well, from coast to coast to coast. People who are experts in their subject matter, they judge the albums, and it's a blind jury, so no one really knows who the other people are at all. And so it gives a little bit more credibility, and we want to make sure that we're really serving everyone best, and I think that's a wonderful thing. So thank you very much to the jurors. We have to thank, yes, and the artists as well. So we have lots of major funders, and I had a selfie taken, or I guess not a selfie, but downstairs I hung out with our friends at Celebrate NL, and they're one of so Celebrate NL, Destination St. John's, and Music NL came to us last year and said, we want you to come to St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And so we thought, well, yes, absolutely, we would love to. Their teams are wonderful, they're fantastic, and they're bringing people here. We're celebrating the Year of the Arts as the first major event, and we're loving it. I'm having a great time. Who's had a good time? Yeah. So I've mentioned 3 funders so far. I'd also like to acknowledge Creative Export Canada program from Canadian Heritage. We have, as Rob mentioned last night, we have people from across the country and from other countries in trying to make the business of music happen. And without that, where would we be? We want to make sure. Was it Suze, I think, who said thanking people who support artists across the country? Well, festivals are a really great place to be supported. So here's to festivals across the country. Please support your local festivals. I want to thank Factor and the Government of Canada, the Community Services Recovery Fund, and just basically for helping us out, and we couldn't function without them. The sponsors who year to year help us out, and like Suze said at the Calgary Folk Club, some of these have been in from year one. So I'd like to acknowledge Wavelength Media, the College of the North Atlantic, Canadian AV, and Andy Jordan, who I saw earlier, he's working on the audio for the live stream. He helped us out a whole heck of a lot by loaning us a guitar last minute. So let's give it up right now for Andy. We have Fogarty's Cove Music, the Edmonton Folk Music Festival, Fish Creek Concerts, Peter Kaufman of the Oliver Schroer Estate, the Newfoundland Labrador, sorry, I'm going to try that one again, Newfoundland Labrador Folk Arts Society, Slate Music, Calgary Folk Club, First Light, Anim, Linus Entertainment, O'Brien's Music, Coast 101 FM, the SOCAN Foundation, Fred's Records, TriNav, the National Community and Campus Radio Association, and Long and McQuaid. Please, thank you very much. So we've got the local team. I'd love to thank Wade Pinhorn. You've done a ton of work. Thank you very much. And as Tom said, a good nap is in order. Tony Murray is backstage producing everything, making everything look fantastic. So thank you, Tony. We also have on the local committee Rick Barron, Natasha Blackwood, John Bruce, Ryan Davis, Michelle Eagles, Ann Fagan, Samantha Fitzpatrick, Jean Hewson, Carolyn Osborne, and Julie Vogt. Thank you very much, everybody. My colleagues on the board are Justin Barbeau, Vic Close, Brianna Doyle, Scott Merrifield, Rob Oakey, April O'Donoghue, Wade Pinhorn, Shanine Robinson Desjarlis, Bob Stark, and Diana Stewart-Imbert. Thank you very much. Lots and lots of work has been done to get us to this point. We're trying to improve every year and have more fun, and I think I am having a ton of fun. So thank you very much for that. I'm the only one. Okay. The person who keeps everything on the rails and running is Tara Park, and we love the work that she does, and we love working with her. And she couldn't be here this weekend, so thank you. Let's give a special round of applause, Tara. As you've heard through the entire event, we're a bilingual organization, and as Aleksi said, you know, that's a critical thing. That's one thing that we're really, really solidly behind and have been since day one. And our translator, our official translator, is Carole Pigeon, and she was a past board member, one of the founders as well, and we are where we are partly at least because of Carole. And the local folks who worked on the event include Rebecca Davis, George Tierney, Kim Butler, Joe Prue, Carole Pigeon, Caroline Clark, Mark Barbeau, Gary, also known as Chili Taylor, Alex Sui, Christopher Deacon, Heather Daly, and Julia Stewart. Yes, please. And I've already, I was just, Last night, I mentioned that we have something called a watch party, and I'd like to say something to. Well, we have people watching the show, and I'd like to send. Maybe we could all give them a special greeting. Hang on a second here. It's the Dildo Brewing Company, and maybe we can all just say hi, Dildo. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Dildo. That's pretty much a live stream. Yeah, there we go. So entering this is our 19th year. So we're going to be entering our 20th year, and we felt this was a really good opportunity to unveil a bit of a new look for us. So to create our new logo, we approached a great designer, a friend of the Canadian Folk Music Awards, a past board member, and a wonderful singer-songwriter. Her name is Dana Manning, and she's worked on a wonderful new logo that we love. So Mike, can we have a look? You think? Yeah. And then you may have seen these pins. They were handed out. Several of them were handed out on Friday to certain people. And the idea is it's a new initiative we're starting called the Order of Folk. And the idea is that we're going to bring in the community builders and the people who really create the folk music community. We give out the unsung hero every year. We want to make sure, absolutely sure, that we're not just recognizing one person a year in any community. So we're going to be working with folk festivals, venues, and other people, and really bringing the recognition to individuals. Because, I mean, how many people here have worked or volunteered at a folk festival? And I'm sure you're the only person who did anything for that festival, right? So we want to recognize a lot of people. So we're going to be just keep an eye out in the coming months, and we'll be looking to help recognize people at your festivals. So, traditional album of the year is the next category. So, what I'd like to do, Mike, so you're way ahead of me. So, traditional album of the year. Here in St. John's, you have a lot of traditional music, and I think this is a wonderful way to close out the show, because we've heard a lot of it. Tom mentioned sessions and everything, and through the week that's been a major through line, because it's one of the forms of music that's so important for here, but it's also important for everywhere. And so what we do is we recognize the traditional music of not just people from not just the Celtic folks, but all traditional music. So I'd like to basically look at the nominees for the Traditional Album of the Year.
In the category for Traditional Album of the Year, dans la catégorie Album Traditionnel de l'année, sponsored by, commandité par Wavelength Media. The nominees are, les nominés sont, A Celtic Celebration, The Bookends, with the Stratford Symphony Orchestra, All It Brings, Jocelyn Pettit and Ellen Gira, Constellations, Meredith Moon, Crossing the Causeway, Mary Beth Carty, Le Feu aux Poudres, La Déferlance.
And the recipient of the Traditional Album of the Year is All It Brings, Jocelyn Pettit and Ellen Gira.
One moment. Thank you so much. We would like to say a huge thank you to the Canadian Folk Music Awards for having this platform for the folk music community and for bringing us all together here in St. John's this week. It's been such a fun time and so great to see so many friends, old and new. And we have many people to thank.
Oh my goodness, yes we do. I should also mention, we did not expect to be up here. The other nominees are just so incredible. We also wanted to thank our many generous donors for our album crowdfunder who helped make this happen. We also wanted to thank our very kind supporters for cheering us on over the years, as well as a huge thanks to our families for believing in us and supporting in us and just getting us to where we are right now. So thank you very much.
They're tuning into the live stream from across the continent, so thank you. And just so honored to be representing the amazing, vibrant traditional music community and so many amazing people playing traditional music. We're so thrilled to be sharing music both from the old collections, the tune and song collections, and also writing new music to add to this living tradition. So thank you so much, everybody. Next to
I would like to make one more brief 12-minute announcement. So, this is year 19. Anyone interested in knowing where we're going for year 20? Yeah. Well, we figured for the 20th anniversary with a new logo and all that, we would go back to where it all started, which is Ottawa, Gatineau. So I'd like to extend a personal invitation to each and every one of you to come to Ottawa, Gatineau in the spring, and let's celebrate again. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm turning it back to Tom and Amelia.
All right, Ottawa, Gatineau. All right, sounds good to me. This is the last performance of the night. So this is it for me and Amelia. I want to say, well, that's all right. I want to say, like one person went, "Aw," and I heard one person go, "Great." Yes. I just want to say thank you to the Canadian Folk Music Awards, personally for bringing me home for this. It's nice to be back in my hometown of St. John's, Newfoundland. I know my mom was really happy about this, so thanks for her too. I appreciate that. And it really means a lot to me to be home and to be, I came from this community in Newfoundland, Labrador folk music, so it means an awful lot to be back home for it. And I want to thank Tony Murray, who's running the show backstage. I want to thank everybody at the Canadian Folk Music Awards, and I want to thank our incredible co-host tonight, Amelia Bartelis, everybody. No, she can't go. Come on.
Tom Bauer.
Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. All right. I get it. Get out of here. I get it.
I like you.
All right. This next group. Oh yeah, remember I was talking earlier about how playing at 1:30 in the morning at the Ship on a Saturday night is like the hardest thing to do. It's like the last event in American Gladiators where they have the big Q-tips of music. You know what I mean? Like it's so unbelievably hard. And this next group they were Q-tips kind of thing. They were Q-tips. Don't put them in your ears. Amelia's a doctor, she'll tell you. The most important thing is, this next band started out and has been climbing, doing those gigs in St. John's, the hardest of the hardest of the hardest gigs, and turning heads and winning audiences in bars and pubs, song by song, and it has led them to stages like the Mariposa Folk Festival, like Ottawa Blues Fest.
Cette année, ils sont en nomination au prix de musique folk canadienne et aussi East Coast Music Awards. Ils viennent de sortir un single, Something's Gonna Come For Me. Roots Music Canada les ont nommés les plus intéressants nouvelles voix de la scène américaine.
Would you please put your hands together to close out the 2024 Canadian Folk Music Awards from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Well done. Please welcome Youngtree The Blooms.
Something's gonna come for me. Something's gonna come for me. I don't know what it'll be. Might be famine or disease. Something's gonna come for me. It might come in my sleep. You steal away all my dreams and take me out of the scene. Before anybody even knows my name, something's gonna come for me. Now it might come in a pouring rain, or in the midst of a hurricane. Might be a king with a foreign name, wants to take my lands away. Something's gonna come for me. But there's no sense in being afraid. That which seems dreadful might be pleasant as mountain, yeah. And it would be arrogant for me to say I know what's gonna happen beyond that day. Something gonna come for me, yeah. Something gonna come for me. Yeah, something gonna come for me. And I don't know what it'll be, but I know it'll be along swiftly. Something gonna come for me. Might be the rider of war who appears on his red horse, all cloaked in fire with a silver sword, and me standing there in my shorts. Something's gonna come for me. Might manifest as a hungry beast, yeah, living in the shadows of the trees. And while I'm walking peacefully, he might just pin me down and eat me, yeah. Something's gonna come for me. There's no sense in being afraid. Oh, that which seems dreadful may be pleasant as mountain, yeah. And it would be arrogant if I were to say I know what's gonna happen beyond that day. something gonna come for me. Come in the month of October, a little glioblastoma. And while I'm trying to play my show there, it'll say, sorry, but it's over, something gonna come for me. Oh, it might come on the 6th of November, yeah, just to prove to me it's clever. For on the day life was delivered, so to a candy silver, something gonna come for me. Now there's no sense in being afraid, or that which seems dreadful might be pleasant, that's more saying, yeah. And it would be arrogant if I were to say I know what's gonna happen beyond that day. Something gonna come for me. Prison phone, I said I wasn't sure I wanted to live this life anymore. Please forgive me, dear, for I misspoke. This place has got me against the road. Sometimes my words get ahead of my brain. I didn't mean to worry you, that's just who I am. I can't be nothing I ain't. Still I wish I had shown some restraint. Street that night in July. Every day it takes hold of my mind. The man in the gold chain and the baggy white shirt, he came up from behind and reached his hand up your skirt. And sometimes my hands get ahead of my brain. I pulled out my knife, I pushed it deep past his chain. I can't be nothing I ain't. Still I wish I had shown some restraint. Well, he fell to the ground. There was nothing to be done. He was dead before the ambulance come. And I got 15 years for my short fuse. 15 years in government shoes. And I'll never get the side out of my head how his eyes bulged out as his shirt dripped red. I can't be nothing I ain't. Still I wish I had shown some restraint. I can't be nothing that I ain't. Still I wish I had shown some restraint. Thank you, friends. Thank you. That's Carol Bestvater, recent recipient of the Order of Folk. Darren Brown on the bass, Chris Donnelly on the drums, and Joe Tucker on guitar. I want to thank all of them for hanging out and staying with me and us and the songs we make. We'll do one more, yeah? I just want to say thanks to you and to one person in particular who's not alive anymore, and his name was Billy Houlihan, and he is a mentor of mine, and he had this way of planting seeds that would bear fruit later, right up to his deathbed. I walked down Gower Street 1 week ago, and something popped in my head, and I said, that was a Billy Houlihan seed right there. This song I wrote for and about him, and you can sing along too, because the chorus is just one line. It goes, ooh, heaven ain't a lonely road. So, ooh, heaven ain't a lonely road. You want to try it? Ooh, heaven ain't a lonely road. Let me hear that again. Yeah, wonderful, thanks. You will have the last word tonight, by the way. You're all going to sing that, and that's the last thing anyone's going to do here, so until we all come out and bow and Tom comes out and says thanks and all that. Anyway. We're Youngtree The Blooms, thank you. I was speaking with my friend in his hospital bed, waiting for a kid flying on a plane. And he told me this, how this battle is, having friends that love and help you on the way. We're not here to do this alone. We got people pushing us along. If there is a path on, I know. Yeah, all I know is that heaven ain't a lonely road. Sing it with us, friend. Heaven ain't a lonely road. He said it's times like this when the real power shows in all the friendships that you made. Now all the love I feel, more than I could have known. I think that now I could face any type of weather, and I've had time to reflect on all the friends I had and choices that I made, and I do not regret a thing because I gave them all I had. Ooh, heaven ain't a lonely road. got something you're waiting to become. That belongs to you alone. And don't forget about the friends by your side. You'll never reach that place if you try to get there on your own. Now you and me, we always rode together, and you know it's made each of us better. I want you to remember the people you can lean on. You've got potential, man, so just dream on, dream on. And don't dwell too long, think too much on all the loneliness you feel along the way. I will give you my touch. Ooh, heaven ain't a lonely road. Ooh, heaven ain't a lonely road. All right, sing it with his friends, let's do it. Ooh, heaven ain't a lonely road. Ooh, heaven ain't a lonely road. Last one's for you. Yeah. Thanks, St. John's and people from everywhere else. Thanks to the CFMAs and I love you.
Come on, another round of applause for Youngtree The Blooms. That was wicked. Oh, you know it. Yeah, right on. Tom is going to come out and say something. He is going to do it. At your leisure, Amelia.
Cela met fin aux célébrations de prix de musique folk canadien 2024. Félicitations à tous les nominés et récipiendaires.
And we're going to do that thing where we bring out all of the performers on the stage. That's what they're called. Been 2 nights. Performers on the stage. But you please welcome to the stage one more time, Kaeley Jade. Woo! Jill Barber. Aleksi Campagne. Al-Awa. And Youngtree and The Blooms. Come on, let's give it up, St. John's. Come on now. For God's sake, come on. Thank you so much to the Canadian Folk Music Awards. It's done for another year. We'll be in Ottawa, Gatineau next year. We'll see you at the ship. Good night, later on. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everybody. Good night.